Yeah, unbelievable up and down there. He short-sided himself off the tee. Yeah, it was a great up and down. Phil, left it short there from 15 feet, probably kicking himself that he didn't win it outright. But, back to the tee then, it's anybody's to win.
Great up and down, and really does look like he's got the X factor.
Yeah, doesn't it just? Yeah, I mean, he's just cool as a cucumber there. Just rolled it in from 8 feet, hit the back of the hole. He's a cool customer.
Who's your money on?
I think Phil Archer definitely. He's swinging the club really well, and Steve Cowell's just hung in there. I think he needed to be more aggressive off the 17th. He could have really won it there. He was one shot in front, so my money's on Archer.
Rich, are you agreeing?
No, I'm going to go with Steve. I said at the start, I think he had a game plan for this, and I think he's got the look of a little assassin out here. He's a very tidy player. No, I'm going to go with Steve.
Back to you, Simon.
Well, the first ever Trilby Tour Pro final playoff was very dramatic. That involved Steve Cowell back in 2007. He won it, and it's all happening again in 2009. Archer versus Cowell continues after the break, and remember, it's winner takes all. The William Hunt Trilby Tour, sponsored by netflights.com. Welcome back to the Buckinghamshire Golf Club, and as you can see, the bar is completely empty. That's an unusual situation, and do you want to know why? Well, it's because they're all clustered around the back of the 18th green, the finishing hole to the Trilby Tour Pro Playoff Final. And you've got ringside seats right here on Sky Sports for what should be a fascinating finish to this one. Phil Archer versus Steve Cowell in a head-to-head for the title.
Third time today these players will play this hole. They'll have really dialed in their distance by now. Basically what that means is the guys will know what club to hit, how hard they're going to hit it, and they can just execute the shot over and over again. Expect to see these two close.
It's winner takes all here at the Trilby Tour. Phil Archer to hit the first tee shot at this par 3 18th with his opponent Steve Cowell watching on. That's a good strike from Archer, he likes it.
Yeah, he's looking this up and down, egging it on. Oh, dead on line. Just some 20 feet short there.
It was a good shot from Arch. Steve Cowell let his tee shot first time round drift to the right and into the bunker just next to the river. The tension is incredible. The crowd here getting their money's worth today.
Again, remaining very calm, just going through his routine. Another great target this time. I wouldn't expect him to make the same mistake twice.
It's a far better strike, isn't it, Matt? Oh, it's good. Doesn't quite make it up the slope. Both players there matching each other's shots, and that's what we want to see. It's going to be a putt for both men for this title. Sensational drama here in this playoff final, and as Steve Cowell and Phil Archer head towards the green, I don't know about you, Matt, but I think it's time we had a breather. This is incredible stuff. Let's go back to Lee and the panel.
Thanks, Simon. Well, Dave, a couple of good shots there.
Yeah, two very solid shots. They know what they're dialed in on this hole now. Probably just a solid 7-iron. They've basically got the same putt, 20 feet straight up the ridge. Whoever's closest is going to have a read off the other guy, so a slight advantage, but pretty much neck and neck.
It's all down to the blade. Back to you, Simon.
I like that. It's all about the blade. That just about sums it up.
Drive for show and you putt for dough, and that is definitely the case here.
Steve Cowell, the 2007 Trilby Tour champion, against the European Tour player Phil Archer. What a shot. It's going to be Phil Archer to putt first, and he's got a chance to put the pressure on here.
Yeah, just coming up that slight tear in the green, got a bit of a double breaker. Ball's going to move right early in the putt, and then it should just die back to the left. Difficult to pick your line here and commit to it. Once again, we see him sticking to that routine.
Now you can see why the bar was empty. Nobody's gone home. Everybody just glued to this action at the 18th. Phil Archer then, with a chance to put the pressure on Steve Cowell. Away it goes. Looks good. Oh, it is good. Into the heart of the hole, and Phil Archer saves his best till last. Steve Cowell now is really going to feel this pressure.
What a great putt. I mean, I don't know what to say. Pressure's out there, everybody's feeling it. He's just buried it in the middle. Absolutely fantastic stuff. There's almost a look of relief there on his face. The only advantage for Steve is he's on a very similar line, so he will have seen what that ball's done.
What a reaction from Phil Archer. And look to the heavens. He might just have won this title, you know, and Steve Cowler's got to do it all again. He had to make a good putt to send it back down the 18th first time round, but Matt Woods, this is a totally different proposition.
Absolutely, but after everything we've seen today, I will not be surprised if he holds this.
This is when you find out a lot about yourself as a golfer. Steve Cowell, trying to win this title for a second time, has to hold this one to take it back to the 18th.
Yeah, similar lines, going to move right early, then back to the left.
No, just stayed there, a little bit pacey from Cowell, and the realisation that it is over and done with for 2009. Well, he's played brilliantly, but the spoils and the victory go to Phil Archer. That was some tournament, Matt Woods.
Incredible, absolutely incredible. Great moment there with Phil and Steve, a real mutual appreciation of what they've just both been through. It's all smiles now.
And William has got his winner. Well, fantastic scenes here at the 18th. As you said, Matt, William Hunt lives every single shot with these boys. Steve Sylvester, the Trilby Tour psychologist, and Chris Cockerell, all congratulating Phil Archer on a wonderful job done. What a win and what a playoff. That was great drama, great viewing, great golf. But it's Phil Archer that comes away with the win. And Warren Bladen has to hand his title over. Let's get back to the panel.
Thanks, Simon. Well, Stormy, you can't knock that, can you? Birdie down the last to win it.
No, fantastic finish there. You know, he showed his class in the end, holding that putt up the slope. You know, Phil was stood here last year, he was saying, and now he's gone on to win the time, so there's hope for me and David yet.
A great finish, wasn't it?
It was a great playoff, to be honest with you, and especially those two played some great stuff. We saw a whole pitch. We had two chip-ins that nearly went in, and a long putt to finish. So couldn't ask for any more, and it was a great playoff.
You bet just didn't quite come off,
No,
did it, Richard?
I'm not a good gambler, but you know, you can't argue with that, can you? 3 birdies in 4 holes, as the boys have said. That's the class of a tour player coming through there at the end, and you have to hand it to him. I'm sure he'll be a great champion.
Well, that's all from us from the Trilby Tour this year. We've got a worthy winner in Phil Archer. We'll see you next time. Back to you, Simon.
Well done, Lee. Well done, lads. Let's get to William for the presentation.
Also, I'd like to congratulate Phil Archer for winning today, and I'm going to ask Warren to present him with a rather small and pretty small cup, really. But congratulations to Phil Archer.
Well, as is Trilby Tour tradition, the outgoing champion presents the new champion with the trophy. Phil Archer, a great player and a great win. Clayton Lucas is down there with Phil and William.
Congratulations, Phil. Thank you. Panellist last year, player this year. Now, you said in the playoff last year, got to be aggressive, got to attack it. You've come out in the playoff this year and you've done exactly that, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I did it from the word go today. I got off to a real quick start in the first 6 holes, 4 under, which made the rest of the round a little bit easier. And then, again, just it was howling into the wind off the first hole, and I just committed to the shot and played a lovely tee shot that set me up for the 3 holes, really. Didn't really miss a shot in the 4 holes we played.
Obviously, Steve Cowell chipped in, put him 2 under on the first playoff hole, and you tried to follow him in, and you very nearly went in yourself.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know what it is with playoffs. I had one against Brett Rumford and he chipped in to win on me. But when I seen that go in, I thought, oh, here we go again. But no, I had a tough little chip standing in the bunker and just concentrated and seen where I had to land it and just stayed an inch short. But we nearly followed him in.
Well, you were rolling the ball superbly on the greens in the playoff hole, and that last putt, what a putt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know really. I saw the line straight away. It was a double breaker, but I just had to aim it straight at the hole. It was going right, then coming back left. So I had a lovely putting, lovely pace, and he went straight in the middle. Always nice to see.
Now, William, I spoke to you earlier on, and I did ask you to come off the fence and tell me who you'd like to win. And I think you called it right, didn't you?
I did. I said I want my favourite golfer, Phil Archer, to win, and I'm very pleased he did. And quite emotional. And Phil's a fantastic guy, and he's been very supportive of us ever since I met him, and we had some good fun. And I'm very proud of the fact that the likes of Phil are here today, because it tells us how far we're progressing with this